Hi friends. I don't know who needs to hear this right now. Some crazy stuff just happened. I watched a miracle unfold in front of my eyes, and something that I've never felt before. It struck me, and I can't get over the feeling. I want to talk to you guys for a second, make this video before the first Coffee with Christ comes out. It's a very wonderful message that I had about boy Jesus, and the biggest thing that I was talking about, there was two big points. One was breaking the family expectations, because sometimes your family has dreams for you and subconsciously controls you. We'll talk about Mary subconsciously and unintentionally does that to the boy Jesus, and it's just a parent thing, you know? Like, they can't control it. They have a dream and it's different than God's dream, and it's hard for them to accept that because they want you as their child, to be safe. And it's really hard. But I feel like that message was for me, and not only until about 10 minutes ago we had a huge breakthrough and I realized I did that for me. And I know other people need to hear it, and that's why I'm about to talk to you about what just happened, because it's powerful, and if I need to hear it, I know that somebody else could need to hear it out there, and I want to be that voice for you guys. But I have been battling just the devil. I feel like it's been coming in, and Jesus has big things set for me. I know he does. I feel it, and the more I feel that, the more I feel the devil coming in and attacking those plans. And it turned into where I currently worked. I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want anything to do with this place. And I think that was a feeling from the devil of, leave this place right now. You don't need to be here anymore. But that's not what it was. It was Jesus saying, you have bigger things coming. Stay where you are, and I will reveal those things to you. Because obviously quitting my job would be a crazy thing to do, just out of the blue with no answer what I'm going to be doing in place of that. And well, I have an answer now. I waited. I was patient. You need to patiently wait. But the biggest thing that happened was I was battling today. The exact same feeling came back. I had to work today, and that feeling was there the whole time of, you should not be here. This is not the right place. And I was like, devil, get away. Devil, you are far from me. I want you nowhere near me. Jesus, come into my life and speak the truth over me. And it was tug of war. Tug of war was happening in my head, of back and forth of what to do. Do you go? Do you not? What do you do? And I was losing my mind, to the point to where I sat right here. There's a chair right here. My mom was sitting in it. I sat on the ground right here. She put her hand on my shoulder and prayed over me. And that was the most powerful thing I've ever felt in my entire life. The most powerful prayer I've ever felt in my entire life. And I mean, I don't even know how to describe what happened, but it just, like, as she started praying, a story unfolded in my mind. As I had my eyes closed, I just saw the future. I saw what's going to happen. I saw the big plans that God has for me. And I can't even put words to it. I just saw what was happening, and I saw, look, trust me. Through this entire last month that I've been battling these thoughts, all I've heard from him is, trust me, trust him, trust him. And I just keep trusting him, and I keep listening, and I keep going into his word, and I keep battling things. And now that I'm officially out of this, I have found the answer. I've trusted him, and I found the answer. Back to the story, though. After my mom prayed over me, I saw that story unfold in front of my eyes, and I saw the future. I was like, okay, look, I don't need to do this. I'm done today. Today, I know what I'm doing today. I'm not going to work. I'm doing something else. And so I did that. I found the answer that I needed of what do I do. Got the answer. And right after that, I was like, okay, I feel so much better now. I feel so good. So I start walking back inside. I get inside, and I sat there, and the whole time, right after that prayer, all I thought was family expectations, family expectations. You got to break your family's expectations. And I was like, okay, Lord, look, I don't have any family expectations. My parents aren't like, you got to go do this. You got to go do this. You got to do this. You got to go to college. You got to do this. You got to get a degree in this. No, none of that has ever been placed on me. But there has been one thing, and subconsciously my mom didn't even realize she was doing it until I mentioned it today, but it came from Jesus. Jesus put it in my hand, was like, this is the family expectations I'm speaking to you about. You need to break. The entire time I've felt, this is my calling, social media, making videos for you guys, and now I am so passionate for this online, like, evangelism. Just speaking to you guys, it's so big in my heart and my mind, and this is my calling. I have found it. After I recorded that Boy Jesus episode, I was attacked that day. That entire day I was attacked by the devil, and I was brought down. And it's because it's strong, it's powerful, and you guys need to hear it, and the world needs to hear it. And I'm so excited for it to release. But the family expectations were a big thing in that, and that's what he brought on me today after this prayer was family expectations. And there's one expectation that has been put on me that I didn't even realize until God brought it to my head today. And it's my parents have always said, you got to have a job. You need money. And I told my mom, I said, I'm going to be so brutally honest right now that I don't want to hurt your feelings, and it might, so I'm sorry, but you're placing family expectations upon me right now. And it's, you need a job, you need money. And the second I said that, she realized it. And we had a huge, powerful prayer about money. And you know, you need money. Obviously, you need money. You cannot live without money. And I want to read a verse to you that I read this morning. It's insane how God works. This morning, I woke up and I opened Matthew, right? I've been reading in Matthew a lot recently, so let me open this real quick. Let's see here. So we're going to pick up in Matthew 6:25. This is the verse that I immediately was brought back to me after I was talking to my mom about this earlier, and about the whole, but you need money, you got to have a job. This is what came up because I read this morning. He says, that is why I tell you not to worry about everyday life, whether you have enough food and drink or enough clothes to wear. Isn't life more than food and your body more than clothing? Then down in verse 34, just a couple verses later, it says, so don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. And that right there spoke to me of, okay, look, I'm worrying too much about the future and having money. I need to trust God, which is what he's been telling me for the past month. I need to trust him, and I need to put 100% trust in him, or else I'm doubting him. And then I'm going my own way. I'm not going his will because I'm doubting him. And I'm saying, no, there's this, I cannot do this. You got to trust him. I'm telling you guys. Listen to God. He's giving you all the answers. It might not be the right time. A month ago, if I were to quit my job, it wasn't the right time. I would not be in a good spot right now. But I've listened, and today I found the answer. And I want you guys to know that I'm 100% on online evangelism now. I want to preach the word to you guys. I want to create a church, a community, because we as my family, we have not found a church that we feel comfortable in, and just church is not what it used to be. Church as a building is a business now. People use it as a business motto to make money and to push an image of themselves. I don't want anything to do with that, and I haven't found a church in a long time. I've just been watching stuff on YouTube, and I want to be that church for you guys. I want you guys to be able to say, hey, we don't go to church, because God never says you have to go to church. It's a building. The church is the people. We are the church. As long as we're gathering together and speaking under his name and with his name, we're the church. We don't need a building to be gathering under. We collectively as a community are the church, and there's no reason that we should all be having to gather in a building and worrying about giving a bunch of money to these people and business and stuff. I still think you should tithe 10%. Find a good place, find a charity, a donation, somewhere where you can give. But we need a church, guys. We need to be together more than ever. And that's why I'm 100% dedicated to it now. I'm putting 100% of my days, 100% of my time, every day of the week, I'm doing this now. So I hope to see you guys in more future videos and doing more stuff. But I love you guys, and I wanted to give you that little note today about what happened, because it's a big story. But Boy Jesus does release this Tuesday, April 16th, so I'm hoping that I'll see you guys there as well for that very big sermon that I kind of had. So I love you guys so much. Seriously, listen to God. He has a lot to say to you as long as you listen. You know what? Let's say a quick prayer real quick in case anybody could be going through exactly what I just went through. Let's say a little prayer real quick. Lord, I pray for anybody that may be going through a similar situation that I've had, Lord. Just battling tug of war between the devil's thoughts and your speakings, Lord. And I pray that you just reveal to anybody that's going through that, Lord. Reveal your word. Help them dive into your word and hear you and see you, Lord. That's all I needed, Lord. I was feeling it, Lord. I'm connected and I felt it, Lord, but I was not hearing 100% clearly, and the devil was coming in. I also want everybody to realize, and I pray that everybody realizes, that when they talk to God, Lord, the devil hears them as well, and the devil is going to try and go against what they're praying for, Lord. So I pray they can hear clearly what you have to say to them, Lord, and your plans for them. Help them not give in to the devil's thoughts and the devil's opinions, Lord. Help them fixate their opinion on your opinion than other people's opinions and respect, Lord. And help them break those family expectations, whether it is subconsciously, their parents are just controlling them a little bit, saying they have to do this, they need money, they need a job, Lord. I pray that you help them break through those family expectations as long as it's in your will, Lord, and that you speak to them, give them a clear truth through your word, Lord, that that's what you want them to do, and you want them to move forward with that, Lord. I pray that in Jesus' powerful name. Amen. Again, I love you guys so much. I don't know who needed to hear this, but I love you guys and hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week, guys.